Hey guys, just wanted to show you another fun game of Gems of Fortune. I've been playing both Portal and Sword. I think I enjoy Sword a little more, even though it's probably worse, but not by much, and I'm still winning with it, so I do recommend trying out Sword if you haven't gotten a chance to do it yet. It's really fun. Um, you get to do some just wild stuff. So anyway, I just kept a hand of Gleaming Gems because I'm playing Sword. I want to maximize my chances of getting a 2-drop, so I don't have... Or actually a Radiant Crystal would be better, but I will often not. I don't know why I did this. I should have waited till turn 2 to do that. But anyway, I didn't do it right. I was thinking, oh, do maximum Gleaming Gems on turn 2. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I should have probably thrown one back. I'm not doing this right. I never am. But anyway, I draw some cards instead of doing a 2-drop. Most of the stuff's junk. And Erica's good, but not for... I don't like to play her. But anyway, I see Musketeers here. Getting that early is really nice, especially when you're on the play because you only have 2 EP. So, knowing that you cannot spend a single EP if you want to do the Musketeers is really important. So now I know I have Musketeers. Let's do this. We're gonna make it to turn 8. They're playing Portal. It's very likely I can survive to turn 8. So I'm on the play, which is probably worse because then they just go, well, I go Pandora and kill your Musketeers. But I can bank on them not having Pandora, or I could try to bait out them Pandora earlier and then play the Musketeers after I deal with it, or I don't know. Anyway, I get Galdr here as well, so that's a good 7 into 8. But then I'm also thinking Luminaria Omega might be better because that kind of protects you from Pandora. If you play it afterwards, it also survives the initial Pandora, but I don't think that really works very well. Anyway, it's kind of okay against Pandora, and I figured it's a good way to guarantee a survival. I couldn't decide between Luminaria Omega or Galdr as my turn 7. Swashbuckling Steel, I didn't realize it at first, but it was actually a pretty good play. This is a good turn 5, but he's okay. I wanted to get him out of my hand. I wanted him to get my hand down to 8 so I didn't overdraw. Because obviously I really don't want to... You don't want to have a full hand because you don't want to waste chances of getting the crystals to swap out more stuff. So these other things would refill my hand, which was bad, so I just threw that guy out there. And I played this, even though I probably should have fused her to Luminaria and then played one of these to get another card. But I did 2 damage to them instead of putting a guy on the field, which is probably worse, but whatever. I knew I was probably going to throw these away, and I was just thinking, oh, I need to play something, and this just, whatever, just throw this out there and do a little bit of damage to them. Anyway, so at this point, we're both like not really doing much. Portal tends to do this. They often do nothing until like turn 7. So that's one of the reasons I think Sword can actually like sometimes get a good aggressive start and actually beat them up a bit. And it also tends to have a little bit more storm stuff to actually like finish a low opponent off. Portal can sometimes take a little while to actually finish them off. Like sometimes I gotta have to go all the way to turn 8 to actually do it. If they don't get one of the things, just kill you immediately. Anyway, so I get Bunny and Baron, and I'm looking at the vehicle or the maneuver, the car. I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait, does this work with Galdr? Like, what happens? How does that interact? I had no idea because I'm a returning player. I don't really know any of these cards very well. Like, I quit during Wonderland Dreams like everybody else, and I came back a few weeks ago. So I was really wondering how that interacts. I kind of know how Galdr works, but I don't really know how the cars work or the maneuver thing. So Galdr goes driving. Let's see what happens. So it looks like he does get the shield. The shield's still there. You can see it's not really there, but it has the effect. And it's give all out, reduce. I'm not really sure how this works. I think it doesn't matter if he's still in play or not. So yeah, Galdr's driving right now. He's driving this car. And I don't think my opponent realizes how this works. I think they panic a bit. They didn't seem to be running low on time. I don't know what happened here, but they kind of just threw their stuff at my guys. Maybe they didn't understand how this is going to work out. They knew they didn't want to kill the car because Galdr would get out. So that was worse than the car. So killing the car would be a mistake. That just put another guy in it and storm again. So it was correct to try to kill those other 2 things. But they weren't able to do it, even on 7. So I'm just like, whatever. I just win. Screw Musketeers, I guess. Just pump my guys a couple and evolve for the kill. Like, that was crazy. I mean, turn 8 kill isn't anything crazy, but when we were doing basically nothing for that many turns, and then just all of a sudden they're dead in 2 turns. Like, wow. In a really weird way. So that was just a weird game. I had to show you guys that code because it was Galdr in a car, man.